Hi, my name's Tom Slack. I'm a professional artist. Welcome to my Canvas excursion. Today I want to talk to you about things that have inspired me in my paintings. While I was attending college, I always had art projects and assignments, so I knew very well what I should be painting. But then I graduated and I knew I could do whatever I wanted. The problem was I could never think of anything to paint. I got out my old combat boots from when I was in the service and tried painting them and started painting, and it got really boring. Eventually, as time went by, I figured out things that inspired me as far as what I should paint, and one had to do with memories. A lot of memories that I had to do with trips and vacations, like, for example, when I went to the beach with my family and had a wonderful time out there. One year, my wife and I took a trip to New England and did a lot of fun things. One day we went sailing in a schooner in Newport, Rhode Island, and that was loads of fun. We went over to Nantucket and enjoyed ourselves. We had a great time walking around and seeing all the boats docked. Several years ago I had a back surgery, and after the surgery I didn't wake up. I was in a very critical condition, was on life support, and nearly died. I was in that situation for nearly a month. After my recovery, my wife worried that I would never be able to do art again because I had lost so many things that I had done before, and it affected my thinking and any kinds of other things I might have done. As I started to recover, a good memory I had from being in England came back to me when I was able to see a bagpiper on a bridge in London. This painting was my first effort after my hospitalization, and so it means a lot to me. Later on, I started having experiences visiting my family and my grandchildren, going to their sports events and track meets. I really enjoyed watching the hurdlers run. We had a family reunion in North Carolina, and I can remember watching my grandchildren down playing in the water. That inspired me, and here's what it looked like. Another thing that inspired me was looking at old photographs, like when my father was in Europe during World War II. He took a bunch of photos, and I was interested in one of a street scene in Italy. I thought, wow, I'd love to paint that, but the problem was, it was black and white, and I didn't know for sure how it should look. I just tried to figure it out, and here's how it turned out. I'd like to do portraits of people, and one that really was inspiring to me was when I wanted to do one of a musician. I wanted to get him in action with his instrument. I videotaped him as he was playing the piano just so I could get the feel.
She doesn't bother before she leaves. Now we're gonna sing it out. Baby, it looks like it's mine. Change your angelic way. Jump down, anyway, jump down, anyway.
I was inspired by what I saw, and I'll never forget when I presented the painting to him and saw his reaction.
So are you ready?
Yeah, let's
Ready, set, go!
Oh my God. Oh my God. Holy cow.
Is that okay?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Well, did you find that interesting? You can see that there were some ways that I was inspired to do some paintings. So, some things that have inspired me are experiences like travel. I've gone lots of places and I've done paintings from most of them. Like I've been in Europe and I've been in Caribbean, been to Hawaii, I've been all over the United States. I floated around in water in Florida and waded across the North Sea and done a lot of things. Just all these experiences, and it's made me interested in doing paintings to bring back those feelings. So that's one thing that's really helpful for me. Things with family have been inspiring to me. I like to do paintings of interesting people. A lot of times I'm inspired to do a portrait. I'll just see someone that looks interesting to me, and several times I've gone up to them and said, "Hey, would you mind if I took your picture? Because I would love to do a portrait of you." And they look at me kind of funny, and so I get out my business card and hand it to them and say, "Hey, this is for real. I'm just curious. Would you mind if I do a painting?" And I'll either send a copy to you over email or I'll mail you the painting, but I just would really like to do it. And 9 times out of 10, they're pretty excited about it, so that's been fun. I love to do paintings with water, whether it's at the beach or with boats or just wading or whatever. That's always just been something interesting to me. I've also done paintings from old photographs that I've found. Photos from when my father and mother were newlyweds, when my children were young, different things like that. And it's been really fun to do. One thing I'd like to mention is I take my camera everywhere I go. You all may have a camera or just use your phone. I know a lot of phones take decent pictures. Several times I've been somewhere and all of a sudden, wow, there's something that catches my eye, and I've taken pictures and done paintings from that experience. Your artwork is always better when it's from your heart, when you're feeling some emotion from it. The big problem and the big mistake I always made in the past was I was always trying to paint to impress someone. I found out who the judges were in art shows that I was going to be in, and I'd study them and see what kind of artwork they did or what kind they liked. And so I would make sure that I tried to paint things like that. Guess what? It never worked. They could have cared less. And I never enjoyed it. It wasn't fun. It was boring. So don't do that. Just find things that will inspire you, and that's really important. One of the most important things about doing your art is to have fun. And I have found in my own experience, when I've just been working and working, just because I want to meet a deadline or something like that, I get overwhelmed and it isn't fun anymore. Or maybe I'm working on a painting and I'm just so frustrated I'm just not getting there. What you need to do is step away and give it some time. Then you can go back and enjoy it. So if you're not having fun, stop. Now, I'm not just saying you should paint representational art, paintings of people or real things. If you want to do abstract or little squiggly designs or whatever, that's great. If it makes you feel good, just do it. Thank you for watching my canvas excursion. Next time I'll talk to you about some more ideas on how to become a successful and happy artist. Now be sure to subscribe, press the little button over here, and remember to follow your dreams.